U.S. custom agents began collecting President Donald Trump's unilateral 10% tariffs on all imports from many countries, with higher levies on goods from 57 larger trading partners due to start next week. The initial 10% baseline tariff paid by U.S. importers took effect at U.S. seaports, airports, and customs warehouses, ushering in Trump's full rejection of the post-World War II system of mutually agreed tariff rates. Trump's higher reciprocal tariff rates of 11% to 50% are due to take effect on Wednesday. European Union imports will face a 20% tariff, while Chinese goods will be hit with a 34% tariff, bringing Trump's total new levies on China to 54%. U.S. tech billionaire Elon Musk has said that he hoped in future to see complete freedom of trade between the United States and Europe. Musk, a Trump advisor who has been working to reduce U.S. public spending, spoke via video link at a congress in Florence of Italy's right-wing co-ruling League Party. Musk, who has repeatedly expressed support for right-wing parties across Europe, said he also hoped to see greater freedom of movement between Europe and the United States.
America and Europe. I'm hopeful, for example, with the tariffs, that at the end of the day, I hope it is agreed that
Elon Musk. Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni has pledged to shield businesses that suffered damage from the tariffs imposed by U.S. President Donald Trump. Meloni said in a video message to a Congress of the League Party that they did not agree with the decision of the United States, but they are ready to deploy all the tools, both in terms of negotiations and economically, that are needed to support their businesses and sectors that could be penalized. She also called on the EU to dilute regulations and policies, such as the Green Deal environmental package, which she said also hindered business. The Chinese government has expressed strong condemnation of firm opposition to the imposition of reciprocal tariffs by the United States. In a statement over its position on opposing U.S. abuse of tariffs, it slammed the U.S. move as a typical act of unilateralism, protectionism, and economic bullying. The statement added such actions will inevitably face widespread opposition from the international community. The government added that it has taken and will continue to take resolute measures to safeguard its sovereignty, security, and development interests. Indonesia has said that it will not retaliate against President Trump's 32% trade tariff on Southeast Asia's largest economy. Chief Economic Minister said in a statement that Indonesia would pursue diplomacy and negotiations to find mutually beneficial solutions after Trump announced sweeping global tariffs. They also said that the Indonesian government will gather inputs from businesses to help formulate strategy to address the U.S. tariff, and will find ways to increase trade with European countries as an alternative to the United States and China. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has warned that nobody wins in a trade war following President Trump's decision to sign an executive order imposing these reciprocal tariffs, including a 10% baseline tariff on certain trading partners. Guterres expressed concerns for vulnerable countries, highlighting that a global trade war would negatively affect the UN's Sustainable Development Goals and slow down growth, investment and development, especially in the most vulnerable economies.